And then you're going to see some other symbolic elements right here. For example, the tree roots not touching the river anymore. They're basically right there about to touch the river, but they are not touching anymore. So the tree of life is basically getting dry as his life is. And then you can see there is a little leaf right here. The name of this work is actually 2 leaves. You can see right there. This leaf right here on the river is already going with the river uphill, and that represents the baby. That leaf right there on the top, it's the last leaf in the whole tree, and that represents the life of this old man. And then there's this whole idea that some people, and I believe that life and death are very, very similar experiences. It's a transition from somewhere else to this place we are in. Some people believe life is the smallest part of the whole experience of being part of this universe. So that's basically the end of this cycle, this life of this being here is represented by this work. In my mind, of course, and of course you cannot see those things, but I'm telling you the story. In my mind, my concept was that this leaf gonna fall at some point, and it's gonna get to the river, and you're gonna meet with that second leaf right there, and then both gonna get together into the river, and that represents both the young and the dead self. Basically, life and death finally meeting each other and then going with the river. That's the whole concept about this work here. You can just see as just a sculpture, but I really truly believe that if you start putting your own ideas in own stories and creating your own stories, it doesn't matter what it is. It can be like a very, very simple concept or a very, very elaborated one, as long as it's a sincere attempt. Anything that inspires you around the world, your family, your baby boy, your baby girl, your father, a sick person in your family, whoever, everything can be used as an inspiration for your work. And I believe that if you put your inspiration, you put yourself in your work, other people are going to relate to it. This work here, a lot of people really like it. They don't know the story behind it, but I believe that in part is because of that. It's because of there is something in there, Even if the whole story is not being told, there is something in there for people to think about. So, and then of course, there's very simple.